Good day, brothers and sisters in Christ. I welcome you to our Sunday reflection for the 33rd Sunday of the year, C. The theme of our reflection is the right disposition to the end of the world. By your perseverance, you will secure your lives. Luke chapter 21, verse 19. Test pilots use a litmus test to evaluate problems. When something goes wrong, they ask, is the plane still flying? If the answer is yes, there is no immediate danger. No need to overreact. According to legend, when Apollo 12 took off, lightning struck it. The entire console began to glow with orange and red lights, signaling danger. The pilots attempted to react. However, they followed the procedure and asked themselves, is this spacecraft still flying in the right direction? The answer was yes, it was headed for the moon. They let the lights glow as they addressed the individual problems and watched orange and red lights blink out, one by one. Our readings focus on the end of the world and how we should respond to it. The first reading encourages us to dedicate ourselves to revering the name of the Lord. St. Paul teaches us how to do this by instructing his readers to stay active and focused on their daily tasks, serving as God's instruments instead of remaining idle. In the gospel reading, Jesus tells us to stay alert and not to be distracted by the catastrophes we experience. Unfortunately, our attitude towards the end of the world differs from what our readings recommend. We generally have two approaches. We either dismiss the end of the world altogether, or we are consumed by it. Those who ignore the end of the world do so for various reasons. Some do not believe in God, and as far as they are concerned, life is about being born, living, enjoying or enduring life, and then one day dying to continue existing in the memories of friends and family. But some of us who believe in God do not focus on the end of the world because we sometimes find the message hard to understand or even humiliating. Mostly we are tired of the exaggerated portrayal of the end times, which sometimes makes our faith ridiculous. Predicting the end of the world has become just as unreliable as predicting the weather. Those who are entirely consumed by thoughts of the end of the world have their reasons. Most of them are simply exhausted from witnessing numerous upheavals that they find hard to comprehend. Some of these relate to the death of their familiar way of life and the rise of new ways of life they never expected to see in their lifetime. Their world has effectively ended, and they are awaiting the collective end of the world. Our readings today remind us that there is no fixed timetable for the end times, but there is a clear purpose. We are to go about our daily tasks, loving God, our neighbor, and all that such love involves, leaving the rest to God. How do we do that? Our faith should inspire us to make small contributions where we find ourselves, whether as good parents, dedicated workers, or caring spouses. According to Jimmy Carter, the former president of the United States, I have one life and one chance to make it count for something. I'm free to choose that something. That something, the something that I've chosen, is my faith. My faith demands that I do whatever I can, wherever I can, whenever I can, for as long as I can, with whatever I have, to try to make a difference. The challenge is to live with a sense of priority and to stop speculating. The end may come tomorrow, or it may be 1,000,000 years away. It doesn't matter. It will come. Today, however, It's a time for preparation. That is our current tasks. Our readings assure us that the end begins now, and we respond by living justly and righteously, knowing that the end, our personal end, could happen at any moment. We should not panic. The world is still here. It is still flying in the right direction. Our faith should inspire us to address the issues directly in front of us. So this week, I invite you to do the following. What tasks are you procrastinating on? Reflect on the reasons why you do so. If this task aligns with your values, complete it as an offering to God. Secondly, what benefit do you get from spending so much time on the news? Cut back on that time and dedicate it to something more worthwhile, no matter how small. Have a blessed week.